come from what I suspect, or it might be rooted in my certainty that he will reject me again tonight. Yes, I'm pretty sure that I am nauseated by the prospect of another rejection. I'll never forget the first time my father turned his back on me, though the second time was more painful, and though all the times since have clumped together in a unified throbbing headache. Rudy was the unwitting cause of Landon's first abandonment. My brother came into the world when I was 7, and our mother died 19 minutes after his birth. I remember not being able to breathe when I heard she was gone. I honestly thought that I might die those first few hours. My mother and I both dead in the same day, all because of this baby boy. My father said it was God's fault, though he seemed to blame Mama's passing on me. I guess I was the more tangible target. After Mama's doctor delivered the crushing news, my father turned away, mumbling something about my uncle, and carried Rudy out of the hospital without me. Uncle Trent found me 2 hours later, hiding behind a chair in the waiting room. Truth not only hurts, it shames. At the time, I wished Rudy were dead. The day I stood at the head of Mama's casket, I wondered what would happen to Rudy if I covered his squalling face tight with that silky blue blanket, wishing that the balance of the universe might require Mama to come back. It took just one night for me to understand that Rudy's heart had been broken into more pieces than my own. The tears he cried for Mama came from some well that would not dry up. That night I fed him a bottle of warm milk and took him into my bed, promising to keep Mama's memory alive in this little boy who'd never met her. I'm 28 now, and I have long since realized that the wounds of rejection do not heal with time. They reopen at the lightest touch, as deep as the first time they were inflicted. The pain is as real as flash floods in the wet season here in Austin, overwhelming and unstoppable. The pain, even when I can successfully numb it, has kept me at a distance from people and God. Now and then I consider the irony of this, how it came to be that my mother's God, who once seemed so real and comforting to me, managed to die when she did. So many deaths in one night. And here I am, expecting yet another tonight. The death of hope. For most of my life, hatred of my father and hope of gaining his affection have lived in stressful coexistence behind my ribs. I'm crying, and didn't even notice I had started. Dr. Ayers's voice is gentle.
Do you believe your father is culpable in this matter you are investigating?
The question behind the question stabs at the tender spot in me that longs for Landon's love.
Do you believe your father is guilty of anything more than hurting you?
Do you care about truth or only about the past? Somehow I care about both. Is that possible? I believe he is capable. More than that, I sniff. I don't know yet. Very soon, though, I will. Very soon. Dr. Ayers leans back in his leather chair and folds his wrinkled hands across his slender stomach.
Tell me, what do you want this confrontation to do for you?
Several possible answers rush me. I want to be wrong, in fact. I want Landon to tell me that none of what I suspect is true. I want my father to reassure me that I have nothing to worry about, that he is an upright man who would never do anything so foolish, so hurtful. Nothing like what he has done. Rudy's eyes bore into the side of my head, and the truth of what I really want punches me in the stomach. I step to my chair and sit. I want to bring him down, I say before I think it through. I want him to know what betrayal feels like. I want to get him back. My tears turn into sobs. I can't help it. I can't stop. Rudy places his hand on my knee, not to urge me to stop bawling, but to remind me that he is by my side. Hatred for my father did not become a part of my life until the second time he turned his back on me. I was 11. Patrice had been my stepmother for 3